Oh, it worked. Evening, guys. We have a special guest on the show tonight, per her request. I don't know if she's going to participate or just sit there and just ask random shit throughout the show, which is what she's been doing for the past 20 minutes while I've been sitting here plotting the show. So hard to say. But I thought I'd do a show tonight about giving out some parenting advice. I'm just kidding. I don't have a fucking clue what I'm doing. She knows. Actually, Elsie's birthday's Saturday. She's going to be 17. Kept her alive that long. Yay. So I was just going to tell a couple stories about Elsie because they're funny. First off, I wrote my notes down again, and she was asking what I was doing. One time I was telling Elsie how when me and her dad were dating, there's 5 kids in his family and there's 2 in mine. Well, that's until my dad had other kids, and that's another story. There's 4 now. Anyways, Doug's family had 5 kids and I had 2. And I remember when me and Doug were dating, I was like, oh man, I'd like to have 5 kids. I was young and idiotic. And I don't know, it was a few years ago, I was telling Elsie that. And I was like, can you believe that when I was dating your dad, I wanted to have 5 kids? I said, do you think I could handle 5 kids? She said, do you think you can handle 2? Touche. And I just told her that story again tonight, and she said, well, do you? The answer to that's no. No, I don't. I don't think I can handle them. I don't know what I'm doing, but they're both alive and thriving, kind of, ish. One other story I wanted to tell about Elsie. She told me she told her friend the other day, and he thought it was funny, and I actually
He actually watches these, so shout him out.
Oh, shout out Corbin!
He loves these.
Yes. Okay, boy. So I actually told some of my friends about it the other night too, and they laughed so hard. You guys laugh, but I was fucking traumatized. Like, it was terrifying. So when Elsie was little, well, when she was born, we always knew she was an old soul. I don't know how to fucking explain it other than you just know. Like, she liked to hang out with old people. She called pants britches. Like, I don't know. Like, she's just an old person.
Did I really?
Yes. Yes, you did.
Oh, that's so cute.
So anyway, she said she used to stay with her grandma during the day while we worked, and she said something one time about get my britches or something, and I was like, oh my god, it was really cute. It was cute. So anyway, she's an old soul, and we always thought like she could, I don't know, like see stuff, or she had like a sixth sense, and like. So one time Doug, he was like, I'm gonna ask her, and I said, you understand, if you ask her, like, she doesn't know we can't see it, so she's not gonna understand, because she was like, Harry was a baby.
Didn't those one people say to you, like Daniel's parents say
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the dad did. But Harry was
Why
a baby.
Why did they think that? They didn't even know me.
Not really, but the dad was like that too. Like, what do they call that? Sensitive? So he...
Sensitive?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
They call that a sixth sense.
Yeah, but it
Not
means you're like, oh,
sensitive.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, so Harry was young. I remember that much because Elsie was like 5 or 6 tops. And Doug was like, I'm going to ask her. I don't know why he fucking thought that was a good idea. So he asked her. He's like, Elsie, can you see things that we can't see? She was like, no. Just carried on with her day. That was it. No more discussion. That was it. And Doug, for whatever reason, that gave Doug's great peace of mind because she's not seeing ghosts. So he felt good. Quite some time went by. I would say a solid 6 months. I remember Harry's baby because we were upstairs in bed and Harry was in our bed. Like, we were laying down watching TV, whatever. Mm-hmm. So Elsie was downstairs and she was watching TV. And I got up and I like yelled downstairs. I was like, Elsie, you need to get ready for bed. Come upstairs. And I just laid back down in bed, shut the bedroom door. And maybe a minute later, I heard her running up the stairs, like frantic. Like, I could tell she don't run. I was like, oh, fuck. I'm like, Jesus. So she runs up the stairs, busts into our bedroom door, and is like, Do you guys remember a while back when you asked me if I could see things? And I was like, I'm freaking out. I'm thinking I'm closest to the door. I'm by her. I'm like trying to protect the baby, thinking, should we set a match in this place? Should we leave? What do we got? We got to do something. Yeah. Yeah. From your weird ass. So I'm terrified. And she said, sometimes I see a little girl in the TV. I was like, oh my God. And I just like froze because I was terrified. I'm thinking poltergeist. So, I mean, no more than those words get out of her mouth, and Doug stares at her and he goes, Elsie, that's your reflection in the TV. And she goes, ha ha. And he turned around and walked out of the fucking room. She was so proud of herself. She'd been working on this for months and just came up there and was like, I see. No, I thought she done saw a kid in the TV. I'm thinking poltergeist. So I thought we had to move because those people had to move because they were built on an Indian burial ground. This is Hartsburg. I don't know what's going on down here. And the house is 100 years old. That shit could have happened for all I know. Anyways, that is one of my absolute favorite stories about Elsie. She's always been a bullshitter like that. She's bullshitted my mom a few times about
The Build-A-Bear.
Yeah, oh man, what was that even?
I had my lunchbox in my backpack, and Grandma was like, "Oh, why's your backpack so heavy?" Because she always brought it in for me. And she was like, "Why's your backpack so heavy?" And I was like, "Oh, my mom bought me a new Build-A-Bear." And she was like, "What? When?" And I was like, "Yeah, she went to the zoo yesterday and bought me a new Build-A-Bear." And she was like, "Oh, really?" And she like listened to me tell her this big long story, and I was like, "No, I'm just kidding. It's my lunchbox."
My mom was a little salty about that. I don't really know why, but it was hysterical. And she carried on this big conversation about the freaking Build-A-Bear. My mom told me all about it, and then she said, oh, just kidding, here's my lunchbox. So that's the kind of bullshit Elsie's been pulling since forever. I'm so glad to hear that Corbin watches this and he likes it. See, and Elsie agreed to be on here. She asked. Yeah, there you go. We're really glad to have special guests. Hoping for another one real soon.
Maybe we can get Harry on this.
Okay. Oh, that's a little, she's getting crazy now. Anyways, Elsie's gonna be 17 on Saturday. That's really fucking exciting. I'm pretty excited that she's made it this far and that we're doing this good. Fed and watered her and look at her grow. So anyways, that's all for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the stories about Elsie. And if you see her around this week, make sure and wish her a happy birthday. Saturday's her real birthday.